Welcome to Maths by Swati ma'am. Now we start with the next part of the trigonometry, that is trigonometric identities. Truth speaking, very important part of the chapter so-called trigonometry. This part of the trigonometry is very essentially to be known to solve many kind of questions dear. I'll give exercise question as well as many extra questions that have appeared in the board examinations. So properly watch the video, understand carefully, because you need to use your brain here. Behetting do not work in the part of this trigonometry. Understanding? Fine. We start with trigonometric identities. Dears, you need to know mainly three trigonometric identities. Fine. So the first trigonometric identity that you need to know is nothing but sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the first identity that you need to know. That is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This identity can also be rearranged in many patterns, dears. Fine. So how to rearrange it? Analyze if I am sending cos square theta to this side. Okay. Positive cos square theta will become negative cos square theta. So my identity modified in such a way, sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. This is not new identity dear. This is the rearranged identity of the first identity. Understanding? This is how you got another one. Sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Now instead of sending cos square to this side, I will send sine square to this side. What happens now? Positive sine square will become negative sine square. So my rearranged equation will become cos square, let be here itself. So cos square theta is equal to 1 minus, when sine come to this side, positive turns to be negative. So 1 minus sine square theta. Okay. So these are the three derived expression for same expression. Okay. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, modified as sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta, cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. You have to remember this identity. Okay. Next, we'll go to the second trigonometric identity. The second trigonometric identity is, dears, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. This is the second trigonometric identity, very important identity. Fine. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. Same as here, we'll rearrange and we'll get so many varieties, means two varieties of this one itself, because these all sub equations also will be using in the coming questions dear. You will understand when you watch it completely, you will understand where we have to use, how we have to use, everything you will come to know. First understand it. Okay. Now what I'll do, I will send tan square theta to this side. If I send tan square theta to this side, positive tan square will become negative tan square. Now if I rearrange the equation, what I'll be getting there? Secant square theta, positive turns to be negative, minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Yes or no? So if I send the tan square to this side, it will become secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Now again I'll rearrange it by sending 1 to this side. If I send 1 to this side, what happens, dears? Tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, positive 1, when come to this side it will become negative 1. So I have got here secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1 is one identity derived by this one, and tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. This is another equation derived from the same one. You need to remember all this. Fine. We'll move to the third trigonometric identity, which is also very important one. Remember, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Okay, the third identity, which is very important, that has to be remembered. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Again, let me derive this kind from this also. Now dear, what I'll do, I'll send cot square to this side. Positive cot square will become negative cot square. So after rearrangement, the equation tends to be cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. This is one arranged from the third identity. Okay. Now instead of sending cot square, if I send 1 to this side, positive 1 will become negative 1. So I'll be having there, what I'll be having? Cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta minus 1. Okay, this is another one rearranged by the same trigonometric identity. These three are the basic trigonometric identities we must have to remember to solve many questions. And also we have few more relations to be understood here. That when I was dealing with respect to trigonometric ratios, I have told you that secant is the reciprocal of cos theta, cosecant is the reciprocal of sin theta, tan is the reciprocal of cot theta. This is what we need to analyze here. Okay, I'll tell you very important notes. I'll write here. Cosecant theta, okay, cosecant theta is the reciprocal trigonometric ratio of sin theta. That I'll write, cosec theta can be written as 1 by sin theta. In the same manner, I also should know that sin theta can also be written as 1 by cosec theta. Both are inversely relation. They are reciprocal to each other. Cosec I can write it as 1 by sin theta, where sin theta I can write it as 1 by cosec theta. And another important one is, you know that secant theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. Means cos theta can also be written as 1 by sec theta. Is it not? Sec is the reciprocal of cos, where cos is the reciprocal of sec theta. And after that, you should know another one, dear. That is nothing but tan theta is the reciprocal of cot theta, where inversely also true. Where in case cot theta is the reciprocal form of tan theta. Is it not? They are mutually reciprocal to each other. This much you should know. And after that, there are two more conditions that you should know to solve the questions related to exercise 8.3. That is nothing but, while deriving the table, I told you, dears, tan theta is the ratio of sin theta divided by cos theta. Okay, tan theta is the ratio of sin theta divided by cos theta. And we know that cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. Yes or no? If cot is reciprocal of tan, then can I write cot theta as reciprocal form? That is nothing but how I can write cos theta divided by tan theta. Cos theta divided by tan theta. These all the formulas are very much important to be remembered to solve the exercise related to 8.3 ds. Understanding? Without these formulas, you cannot do anything. Getting? See, after knowing all the trigonometric ratios, whatever we have discussed, according to that, we are going to solve some exercise questions. First, we'll deal with all the exercise questions, and after that, I'm going to give you the question which are board asked question. Dears, I'm telling you, exercise 8.3 is very important exercise, and it is a little difficult exercise. You need to practice a lot of sum to get hand on it. So we will discuss a lot of sum. Before going to that, we'll finish the exercise questions. Right? Okay. Look at the first question. Express the trigonometric ratios of angle A in terms of cot A. Means all trigonometric ratios. How many trigonometric ratios we have? 6 we have. What are they? Sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec and secant. Yes or no? Cot, we need to express all other trigonometric ratios in terms of cot. Fine. So now, when something is given, when cot is given, you have direct relations with respect to cot. What are they? See, firstly, cot and tan are directly related. Yes or no? They are inversely proportional to each other. See, in terms of cot A, and we have cot A related to two direct sources. What are they? Dears, cot and tan are directly related. So how can I write the so-called tan A? You know that tan A can be directly written as 1 by cot A. Fine. Tan A can be directly written as 1 by cot A. Means now we have expressed the tan in terms of cot. Understanding? Any trigonometric ratio they give here, they have two direct link. One is inversely related one, and another one is with respect to trigonometric identity. Two values you are going to get directly. Understanding? Now I got tan A is equal to 1 by cot A, that I have expressed tan A in terms of cot A. Okay, let it be the first one. Okay. Next one. What is the next one? Remember the trigonometric identity. What is the trigonometric identity that we have learned at so far? You know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is one trigonometric identity that we have learned. And after that, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. In the third one, we have 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Just see here. Cosec is again have a direct connection to cot dear. So now cosec is directly in the form of cot. So now I can directly write here the second trigonometric ratio, that is cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. But the only thing is it is cosecant square theta dear. So we have to express each trigonometric ratio, not square of that. Understanding? So now I'll bring the square to this side. When I bring the square to this side, it will become root. So what I'll be having here, cosec theta is equal to root of 1 plus cot square theta. Okay, root of 1 plus cot square theta. Means now I have represented cosec also in terms of cot. Understanding? Here, tan I have represented in terms of cot, cosec I have represented in terms of cot. Now dear, 2 are over. Next we'll go to the third one, which third one is already provided. In terms of cot I have to write, means I have to write only 5 trigonometric ratios in terms of the cot formation. Okay, now 2 are over. Now dear, once I know cosec, can I write sine? Because sine and cosec are inversely proportional. So what I say is, dears, you know that, I'll write here, you know that sine theta is equal to 1 by cosec theta. Yes or no? Sine theta is equal to 1 by cosec theta. This is the inverse proportionality relation that we have. And cosec already I have represented in terms of cot. So if I substitute here, that will be in the form of sine. Yes or no? So what I'll do, sine theta is equal to 1 divided by cosec is root 1 plus cot square theta, that I am going to substitute here. So what I am going to get here, cosec can be written as 1 plus cot square theta. Okay, sine can be written as 1 by root of 1 plus cot square theta. Understood? Now sine is over, tan is over, cosec is over. Now dears, if I want to represent cot in terms of sec, look at here, sec and tan are linked to each other, is it not? Now dear, by using this tan, I have to represent sec in terms of cot also. So let me use this identity. See here, secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Fine. Now see here, 1 plus, what is tan dear? Tan already I have represented in terms of cot, that is 1 by cot. So what I'll be having here, instead of tan square, I'll be having cot 1 by cot theta the square. 1 by cot theta the square. But this is the value of a secant square theta, dears. I want only sec. So square I'll be bringing to this side. So what I'll be having, dears? Sec theta is equal to whole root of 1 plus c. 1 square is 1. Cot theta the square will be cot square theta. So I'll be having sec theta is equal to root of 1 plus 1 by cot square theta. This is the representation of sec in terms of cot. I hope you understood. Now we got here, dear, tan we got. Okay, cosec we got, tan we have represented in terms of cot, cosec we have represented in terms of cot, sine we have represented in terms of cot, sec we have represented in terms of cot. Okay, now the last one that we have to use is cos theta. Yes or no? Cos theta also you have to represent in terms of cot. Any way you can use, dear. Either you use this trigonometric ratio to represent in terms of cos, or you use the reciprocal relation, dear. Sec and cos are reciprocal to each other. So what I am going to write here, cos theta is nothing but the reciprocal of sec theta. Fine. So now cos theta is equal to, dear, already you have represented sec theta in terms of cot. Just substitute this one there. So what I'll be having, 1 divided by root of 1 plus 1 by cot square theta. This is how you have represented all the 5 trigonometric ratios other than cot. See, tan is nothing but 1 by cot I got, cosec is nothing but root of 1 plus cot square theta we got, sine also we have represented as 1 by root of 1 plus cot square theta, and sec also we have got root 1 plus 1 by cot square theta, and cos as 1 by root of 1 plus cot square theta. Initially, maybe you feel confused when you solve this type of questions. Practice them so many times so that you are able to understand more and more. We'll move to the next question. Second question with respect to exercise 8.3, write all other trigonometric ratios of angle A in terms of sec. So last question was in terms of cot. Now this question is in terms of sec. We'll write all the 5 other trigonometric ratios in terms of sec. And I told you which trigonometric ratio would be given, that is having the direct connection to two values, dear. How? Sec is reciprocal of cos. One direct you get, other one is with respect to trigonometric identity also. Okay, now you will understand one by one. See, I'll write first cos, which is having the direct connection with the sec. So dear, first I'll write cos A is nothing but 1 divided by sec. Okay, cos A is nothing but 1 divided by sec, the direct relation it has got. Fine. Another one is the trigonometric ratio. Remember the trigonometric identity that is related to sec, dear. Which one it is? 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A. Do not forget it. Yes or no? What we have, dears? 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A. Okay, this is the direct link. Another one we have. Now I have to represent only tan. So what I do? I will send 1 to this side. Plus 1 turns to be minus 1. So I'll be having what, dear? I'll be having tan square A is equal to secant square A minus 1. Okay, tan square A is equal to secant square A minus 1. Now I don't need tan square, dear. I just need tan. So I'll bring root to this side. It will become square. So I'll be having tan A is equal to root of secant square A minus 1. Okay, secant square A minus 1. Now I have represented two trigonometric ratios in terms of sec that have direct link, nothing but cos and tan. Now dear, we'll move to the next trigonometric ratios. Now cos is related to whom? Sine. Which is the trigonometric ratio identity that give the link? Sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. We'll use that one. See here, I'll be writing sine square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. This is the trigonometric identity we have. See, I have to represent in terms of sign, no? So I'll send this cos to this side. Plus cos turns to be minus cos. So what I'll be having, dears, here? Sine square A is equal to 1 minus cos square A. Okay, 1 minus cos square A. Cos I have already represented in terms of sec. I'll just substitute it. Yes or no? So what I'll be having here? Sine square A is equal to 1 minus, in place of cos, I'll be writing 1 by sec A the whole square. 1 by sec A the whole square. Okay, now see, sine A is equal to, sine square A is equal to 1 minus 1 square will be 1, sec A the square will be secant square A. This is what I got. Where it is not a sine, it is sine square, dear. I need to bring the square to this side. It will become root. So I'll be having here sine A is equal to root of 1 minus 1 by secant square A. Okay, this is the representation of sine A in terms of sec A. Okay, now we have done 3 trigonometric ratios, that is cos we have done, tan we have done, and sine also we have done. Fine, now we'll move to the next one. Dear, sine and cosec are linked with each other, that we know. What is the relation, dear? Cosecant theta is reciprocal of sine theta. This we know. Then we have already expressed the sine in terms of sec. I'll just substitute this to this. Understanding? So to make it in the form of cosec. So what I'll be getting here? Cosec A is equal to 1 by, what is the sine value I have? Root of 1 minus 1 by secant square A. See, I have represented cosec also in terms of sec. Understanding? See how many we have substituted here? Cos, tan, sine, cosec. Which one is the left? Now, the remaining one is cot. So, we'll represent cot in terms of sec also. And cot and tan are directly linked with each other, that we know, isn't it, dear? So, I'll write here cot A is equal to 1 divided by tan A. Okay, cot A is equal to 1 divided by tan A. That is nothing but just substitute the cot value, tan value here. What is tan value? We have root of secant square A minus 1. So the just direct substitution here, root of secant square A minus 1. See, now we have represented all the trigonometric ratios in terms of sec. See, cos A is 1 by sec, tan is root of secant square A minus 1, and in terms of sine we have root of 1 minus 1 by secant square A. In terms of cosec we have 1 by root of 1 minus secant square A. Cot in terms of 1 by root of secant square A. Now what you people have to do is try to write all the trigonometric ratios in terms of sine, in terms of cos, and in terms of tan, in terms of cosec. Write all these trigonometric ratios in terms of all other trigonometric ratios and just write it in the comment section. So practice the question, make sure that you know all the identities. Thank you for watching. Keep watching, subscribe the channel, like the video.